Hello children, how is the lock-up period going on? Happy everyone? At home? Quarreling with each other? Okay, because you don't have anything to do. You should get involved creatively. Then only you can avoid quarreling with each other. And if at all you want to quarrel, have a quarrel with Corona, not with each other. And with the quarrel, with this quarrel, I remember one thing. See, when two children quarrel, they make up. Today you are quarreling, tomorrow you will again be friends. But when elders get involved, then it takes epic proportions and things get worse and then worst. Today I have a story which will make you understand how children quarrel with each other and how they make up things very smoothly. But if elders get involved, then things really become bad, worse and worst. I'm here with the story Little Girls Wiser Than Men for the class 7th students. Listen to my story with all your ears to me and then answer my questions after I have completed my story. It was an early Easter. Sledging was only just over. Snow still lay in the yards and water ran in streams down the village street. Two little girls from different houses happened to meet in a lane between two homesteads, where the dirty water after running through the farmyards had formed a large puddle. Do you understand? Puddle. Puddle is a gathering of water after rain, or with all that mud involved in it. One girl was small, the other a little bigger. Their mothers had dressed them both in new frocks because it was Easter time. The little one wore a blue frock and the other a yellow print. And both had red kerchief on their heads. They had just come from the church when they met, and first they showed each other their finery and then they began to play. Soon the fancy took them to splash water and smaller one was going to step into the puddle, shoes and all, when the elder checked her. "Don't go in so, Malasha," said she. "Your mother will scold you." And I take off my shoes and stockings and you take off yours. They did so, and then picking up their skirt, began walking towards each other through the puddle. The water came up to Malasa's ankles and she said, "It's deep, Akula, I'm afraid." "Come on," replied the other, "don't be frightened. It won't get any deeper." When they got near one another, Akula said, "Mind, Malasa, don't splash. Walk carefully. She had hardly said this when Malasa plumped down her foot so that the water splashed right on Akula's frock. The frock was splashed, and so were Akula's eyes and nose. When she saw the stains on her frock, she was angry and ran after Malasa to strike her. Malasa was frightened, and seeing that she had got herself into trouble, and she scrambled out of the puddle and prepared to run home. Just then, Akula's mother happened to be passing that way, and seeing that her daughter's skirt was splashed and her sleeves dirty, she said, "You naughty, dirty girl, what have you been doing?" "Malasa did it on purpose," replied the girl. "Malasa did it on purpose." So said Akula. At this, Akula's mother seized Malasa and struck her on the back of her neck. Malasa began to howl so that she could be heard all down the street. Achha, do you know, whenever you put a slight thing on other children, they make so much hue and cry as if you have hit them very hard. And so was the case with Malasha. Her mother came out. Whose mother came out? Malasha's mother. "What are you beating my girl for?" she said, and began scolding her neighbor. One word led to another. They had an angry quarrel. The men came out and a crowd collected in the street, everyone shouting and no one listening. They all went on quarreling till one gave another a push, and the affair had very nearly come to blows when Akula's old grandmother, stepping in among them, tried to calm them. "What are you thinking of, friends? Is it right to behave so? On a day like this too, because it was the Easter time. It is time for rejoicing and not for such folly as this." They would not listen to the old woman and nearly knocked her off her feet, and she would not have been able to quiet the crowd if it had not been for Akula and Malasa themselves. So after all, the little girls tried to be wiser than their moms. That was the case here. While the women were abusing each other, Akula had wiped the mud off her frock and gone back to the puddle. She took a stone and began scraping away the earth in front of the puddle to make a channel through which the water could run out into the street. Presently, Malasa joined her. Malasa also joined Akula, and with the chip of wood helped her dug the channel. Just as the men were beginning to fight, the water from the little girl's channel ran streaming into the street towards the very place where the old woman was trying to pacify the men and the women. The girls followed it, one running each side of the little stream, one this side of the stream and the other one this side of the stream. "Catch it, Malasha, catch it!" shouted Akula, while Malasha could not speak for laughing. Highly delighted and watching the ship float along on their stream, the little girls ran straight into the group of men, and the old woman, seeing them, said to the men, "Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed of yourself to go fighting on account of these lassies when they themselves have forgotten all about it? The girls have forgotten, the men are fighting. So it should be a shameful act on their part and are playing happily together. Dear little souls, they are wiser than you. Who are wiser than the elders? The little girls are wiser than the elders. The men looked at little girls and were ashamed and laughing at themselves, went back to each to his own home, except ye turn and become as little children, ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven. This was the lesson. And how did you like it? You have to tell me tomorrow. But today, after 2 or 3 minutes, I'll send you a video containing uh, a homework which will amount another half an hour on your part. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay healthy. Stay away from corona. Keep washing your hands. Good day.